Welcome to my online mathematics class. And in this video, we're going to talk about on how we are going to solve a linear congruence. So, paano nga ba natin masosolve yung tinatawag natin na linear congruence? So, meron tayong tatlong kind of solution ng linear congruence. Number one is that no solution. Number two is one solution. And number three is many solution. So, tatandaan nyo po na ang isang linear congruence ay no solution kapag, for example, we have um, AX is congruent to B mod N. If and only if yung ating A and N, pag kinuha natin yung GCD niya, if the GCD of A and N is equal to something or some number Q, where Q is some integer, but Q does not divide B, meaning to say ito ay no solution. So kapag naman ang GCD ng A and N is equal to 1, ibig sabihin meron tayong 1 divides B. So yung 1, it can divide any number. So meaning to say, we can say that there is only one solution. But let's say, for example, the GCD of A and N is some number Q, where Q divides B, ibig sabihin na di-divide ng Q yung B, there is many solution. So, take a look that Q must be greater than 1. So, the remainder should be greater than 1. Okay, let's take a look at this example. So we have 2x is congruent to 51 mod A. So remember, we are going to find the value of x that satisfies this linear congruence. Again, our A here is 2 and our N here is 8. So in this case, the GCD of 2 and 8 is equal to 2. But 2 does not divide 51. So therefore, in this case, there is no solution. Alright? So again, kapag yung ating GCD ay hindi madi-divide yung ating B, therefore, it has no solution. Okay, so let's take a look at this example. We have 4x is congruent to 26 mod 7. So again, our goal here is to find the value of x that satisfies this linear congruence. First, let's find the GCD of 4 and 7. But in this case, 7 is a prime number. And kapag yung prime number, kinuha natin yung GCD sa kahit anong number, kahit pa yan, i-compose it, basta yung isa ay prime. Therefore, the GCD is 1. So in this case, 1 divides 26. But in this example, we only have one solution. Bakit po 1 lang ang ating solution? Kasi ang ating GCD ay 1. Tatandaan, yung GCD, yun po ang bilang ng solution na meron sa isang linear congruence. So, paano natin to masosolve? So, first, we need to reduce these numbers. So, kumbaga yung 4 at saka 26, kailangan natin mapaliit. So, we can see that both are divisible by 2. So, we have here, kapag dinivide natin sa 2 sila, so divided by 2, divided by 2. So, we can have here 2x is congruent to 13 mod 7. Now, yung 2 at 13 is not, kumbaga, yung 13 is not divisible na by 2. Pero hahanap tayo ng number na close sa 0, okay, na close sa 0 na divisible sa 2 sa residue or dun sa pinaka-residue ng 13. So, yung 13, mag-a-add tayo ng 7 pa kanan, magma-minus tayo ng 7 pa kaliwa. Pag nag-add tayo ng 7 pa kanan, we have 20. We have 27. Pagka pakaliwa, minus. So, minus magiging 6, minus 7, negative 1. Okay? So, in this case, kung mapapansin nyo, yung residue natin, we have 13 here. So, ibig sabihin, pag sinabing residue, pwede nating paltan yung 13 at paliliitin natin or papalitan natin ng number na magiging divisible na siya by 2. Pero ang goal natin dito is kung alin yung mas malapit sa 0. But in between 20 at saka 6, 6 ang mas malapit sa 0 and 6 is divisible by 2. So, ibig sabihin, pwede nating palitan yung 13 ng 6. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 2x is congruent to 6 mod 7. And in this case, divisible na siya by 2. So, pag dinivide natin to by 2, so magkakaroon ka ng x is congruent to 6, no, to 3 mod 7. Okay? That is 3 mod 7. So, in this case, nakuha na natin yung value o yung pinaka-remainder. So, ang remainder natin ay 3. So, yung 3, yun lang ang only solution na magsasatisfy dito sa ating linear congruence na 4x is congruent to 26 mod 7. Okay, another example. 25x is congruent to 15 mod 29. So again, the first thing that we need to do is to find the GCD of 25 and 29. So, malinaw na ang GCD ng 25 at 29 ay 1. So, there is only one solution. So, GCD of 25 and 29 is equal to 1 and 1 divides 15. So, there is only one solution. So let's find that one solution, no? So in this case, we need um to reduce the numbers of A and B. So since both are divisible by 5, we can divide it by 5. So divide 5 divided by 5. So we can have here 5x is congruent to 3 mod 29. So, ang sunod natin gagawin, since na-divide na natin sila by 5, no? So, yung 5x tsaka 3, hindi na sila both divisible by 5. So, maghahanap tayo ng residue ng 3 na, na magiging divisible by 5 na siya. So, since 3 is the smallest na, kasi 3 minus 29 is negative na, and that is far from 0. So, magsimula tayo sa 3. So, 3 plus 29 is 32 plus 29, we have 61. And 61 plus 29 is 9, 10, carry 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. So now, 90 is divisible by 5. Kaya ang gagawin natin, itong 3 ay papalitan natin ng 90. So 5x is congruent to 90 mod 29. And in this case, pwede na natin siyang i-divide by 5. So, divide 5, divide by 5. So, x will become, or x is congruent to 90 divided by 5. Ano nga ba ang 90 divided by 5? That is 1, 5, 40. Then we have 8. 8 times 5 is 40, 0. So, ibig sabihin, that is 18 mod 29. So the answer would be 18. So that is only, or that is only the answer or only the solution. Okay, let's have another example. We have here 9x is congruent to 42 mod 6. So the first thing that we need to do is to find the GCD of 9 and then you have 6. So in here, the GCD of 9 and 6 is 3. So in this case, 3 is our GCD and 3 divides 42. So we have 3 solutions. So now, dahil meron tayong 3 solution, so we have here 9x is congruent to 42 mod 6. So pwede nating ma-divide lahat, yung 9, 42, and 6 into 3. Because 9, 42, and 6 are divisible by 3. So magkakaroon tayo ng O 9x divided by 3, 42 divided by 3, and then 6 divided by 3. So we have 3x is congruent to 16 mod 2. So in here, 3x is congruent to 16 mod 2. So hahanap ulit tayo ng residue ng 16 na closer to 0 na magiging divisible sa 3. So ang residue ng 16, so pakaliwa tayo. So we have sa pakanan plus 2 kasi meron tayong mod 2. Sa pakanan ay plus 2, sa pakaliwa ay minus 2. So we have 18 here. Sa pakaliwa, we have here 14. We have here 12. 12 is divisible by 3 but there is a number which is closer to 0 na divisible din sa 3. We have 10, we have 8, we have 6, we have 4, and we have 2. So closer to 0, 6. Yung 6 na to ay closer to 0 which is divisible then by 3. So magkakaroon tayo, itong 16 pwede natin palitan ng 6. So magkakaroon tayo ng 3x is congruent to 6 mod 2. And in here, we can divide it na. So 3x and then 6. So we have here divided by 3. We have here x is congruent to 2 mod 2. But in here, 2 mod 2 is 0, right? So ang 2 mod 2 is equal to 0. So we can have x is congruent to 0 mod 2. So ngayon, para malaman natin yung mga susunod, okay, yung mga susunod natin. So dahil ang ating ano ay 2, alright, magsimula tayo sa 0, no? So, sa pagkuha ng residue, that we will start at b is equal to 0. So, ang parametric equation yan is 2t plus 0. So, we have here the parametric form 2t plus 0. So, mag-start tayo sa 0. So, we have 2 times 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. We have 2 times 1 plus 0. We have 2. And then 2 times 2 plus 0. Then we have 4. So, there are 3 solutions. 0, 2, and 4. But simply, since the first solution is 0, we just add 2. Okay, 2. So we have 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. That is simply the answer. So x are the solution 0, 2, and 4.